Okie dokie, there we go with the start. Hello everyone, it is Wednesday the 16th of December 2020. We are rapidly approaching Christmas and I've got another viewer requested stream for you with a look at Mr. Mosquito. I will need to probably just censor slightly one or two things because there's one scene in this that although the game is a free plus, I'm not entirely kosher with it, so you may see the Mr. Mosquito banner pop up at one point. It's an interesting game. It was developed by Zoom and it was done by Sony Computer Entertainment, although I have seen other people stream it as well. So, but it is. It was released in 2002. You see here, I think it was 2003 for some of the European or North American releases. It's an interesting game. It's quite an original one, done by Zoom. Probably best remembered who did Zero Divide. It was published by Sony in Japan, as was the sequel. This did actually get a sequel, and this actually got the Japanese name is literally Mosquito. The American name is Mr. Mosquito, with the Mr. being spelt phonetically, so M-I-R-S-T-E-R, and then they've got the English spelling of Mosquito. This is Mr. Mosquito, which missed slightly slight change to it, Mr. Mosquito, implying it's a slightly different. This was published by Eidos. They created a slightly weird label. I think Eidos had a thing where they didn't want to they wanted to publish Japanese games but not under their own brand, so they published it strangely under the Fresh Games brand, which was just a really thing and didn't last long. I actually think Eidos made a big blunder because they should have actually just had from Japan and said this to Sony in conjunction with Sony and done it that way, but they didn't, and it always looked a bit cheap with the way they had Fresh Games. It just sounded naff as well. It looked like some cheap third party rather than just say. And it's actually quite a good game. As I said, it is actually rated through. It has an EPSPA 3+ rating. It has a North American teen rating. I don't even believe it had a Cyro rating on PS2. I think it was before Cyro came in. But this is basically a game about blood sucking, quite literally, although it's quite a sort of funny flight sim thing. So before I do anything, I will actually show you a cheat. Now in the Japanese version, I think this was hold start and select on boot, but in this version, if you take your right analog stick and rotate it 30 times, which I am doing now, very quickly, we get a mini game. With reckless cycling. Now supposedly there was a cheat to play as the daughter in the Japanese version, but I haven't been able to pick it to get it to work in the English version, so whether that's been removed. I'll briefly show this to you. This is actually a two-player game, so you actually need to have second controller. But the aim, you basically play as the dad, and you basically smash it to the other player and knock them off the cliff edge. Now, as I mentioned, this did get a sequel as well in Japan, but the sequel is not available outside of Japan. The sequel is actually much better. It has a lot more content than the original. This original game is actually quite a short little title. The second game actually has, basically the second game has you terrorizing the Yamatas and the Browns, and they're actually in Hawaii. So basically, and there's a lot more stages and a lot more gameplay modes. The sequel's just generally actually a more fun full again. Now, you have actually got that rocket attack. If you cycle up, you will get it to full. I think there was actually a cheat where if you held down start and select upon starting as well, you actually maxed the rocket when you started. So, I'll do that. And off he goes. Nice little comical effect. There isn't really much here, unfortunately, so... Can stay within the white lines. I think this game is endless as well, so... There is no exit. As far as I can tell, there's no exit button unless it ends when you get to 10. Let's see what does it end when I get to 10. Interesting little minigame, actually, just knocking people off the edge. If slightly baffling and wacky. Yeah, supposedly there was a cheat to play as the daughter in this mode, I believe, but I can't get it to work. It may have been changed. The cheat to access, as I said, has been changed in the Japanese version. It seemed to be hold start and select while booting. $11 wins. Okay, I think this is going to be an endless thing. I should have actually jotted down the cheat to play as the daughter, but let me just grab it again. Just in case anyone's got a Japanese version and wants to try it. This is just cycle. I'm not sure Zoom, who developed this, and the sequel are actually around anymore. Is this actually on the PlayStation? But even, I mean, this actually made the PlayStation the best range. It was obviously quite a good seller. Slightly wacky, it's just actually a crazy game. So, grab the Japanese word for cheat. So one thing I did do is learn what the Japanese word for cheat is. Google translates it as underhanded trick, and that seems to be what all the Japanese cheat sites use. Because I found a ton of Japanese cheat sites for various games. They often list cheats that we have that even for games that got English releases. So the cheat to play as the daughter in the 2-player mode is up, up, right, down, up, R2, R1, L2, left. And supposedly that adds her... I think that's in the 2-player start screen, but it's not clear right. I'll just actually type that into the comments quickly so it's... Actually, I'll just type that. Will this show? It is... So the cheat to play as the daughter is as follows. I think it's the daughter in the 2-player mode. I'll just put the Japanese in its entirety, so I'll leave you to debate. That is the cheat to play as the daughter in the 2-player mode. But I can't for the life of me to get it to work. So here's the part where I go back. Incidentally, like the Sega Saturn, it does actually have a soft reset. Most of the PS1 games have a soft reset. Hold down R1, L1, R2, L1, hold down select, and then press start, and you actually get this, which is a soft reset. Which is very helpful if you want to go back to a point in a game or get back to the menu, because some of these early PS2 games didn't actually allow you to exit back to the menus, etc. So let's go. So Mr. Mosquito, this is the PAL version. It does have a 60 Hz option, you'll be pleased to know, so you don't need to force it into 60 Hz. The Yamada Summer.
Welcome to the home of the Yamada family. It's summer. Do you like summer? Summer drives people crazy, and that makes them commit terrible acts. Take the tiny, harmless mosquito, for example. It doesn't have enough time to do much during its one precious short life. Yet with one swipe, a human can snatch such a priceless life away without a second's thought. I am sure that you may already realize that you are a mosquito, the insect that bites people and makes them feel itchy, the insect that creates a trail of swollen bites. As a mosquito, there is something that you naturally have to do. You have to suck blood. You must suck and store away as much human blood as possible in order to survive the winter and see another spring. However, blood sucking is accompanied with much danger. It may come as a surprise to you, but you're not welcome in the Yamada family home. Why on earth not? Because you make people feel itchy. Bear in mind that they will go to great lengths to protect themselves from you. Nevertheless, please enjoy your summer of blood sucking.
Yes, as the game says, we are here to suck the blood of the unfortunate Yamada family. And obviously the Mosquito... So there is actually a couple of interesting modes in this. If you finish the game and get everything, you actually unlock the second year, which is an additional harder version. And then the Yamada family actually appear in the sequel. And I will say hi to one of our regular viewers, Naiko. Thanks for joining the stream again, Naiko. We don't actually have a copy of the second game. I should try and seek out Mosquito 2. It was only released in Japan, and unfortunately, as I mentioned earlier, well, the second game actually, as I said, has two families and has a lot more content to it. This is quite an early PS2 game. It is quite bare bones. So you have the different colours to unlock, although I won't have unlocked any. You've got to win battles. You have the records. Tells you the stages. These facts about mosquitoes are... Yeah, there are a few wackiness about the... yeah, because mosquitoes only live for a very short period. And if you've got a pond in your garden, you'll usually get quite a few. Right, so firstly, I'm actually going to use the cheats to summon up... So we've had the Japanese cheats. I'm actually going to use the English cheats to summon up... Or the one cheat I couldn't get to work in the English version that's in the Japanese version. So let's go with some cheats. There are cheats for the sequel as well, I see, in Japan, although only the one. So let me just go. There's a lot more to unlock in the second game, so... Incidentally, a lot of people incorrectly translate the Japanese name as cat. It isn't. That's just the symbol. It's actually the symbol for mosquito. So, cheats, here we go. So, we've got Dr. Mosquito. So, players Mama Mosquito. They got it. So, players Mama Mosquito. So, I've got to do this actually really quickly. Hold L1. So I just did, at the square menu, hold L1 and press. I'll just copy that in so you can see what the cheat is into the chat. There we go. That's taken from GameFAQs.com. It's a great rec site. So I've shown you the... right, I'll do the Reckless Motorcycle. So the Reckless Motorcycle cheat is the minigame you saw right at the start where we were crashing into each other. There's that one. And the next character, who is the Papa character. So the Papa Mosquito, which has to be done after, is hold L2, up, right, left, down, square, square. Come on! And that's... Yeah, they say someone's listed Papa Mosquito and Dr. Mosquito, but Papa and Doctor are the same, so I think someone's listed that wrong on GameFAQs. So if I go to colours now, we've got one colour. I can change into the mother, and I can change into the dad as a weird sort of variant. There isn't one for the daughter, strangely, which is a bit odd. I'm surprised there isn't. I'll just stick with the default scene. We have a slightly weird, cybernetic, cutesy-looking Mosquito, I will say. I've actually gone back to my old... I'm not using the import PS2. I'm using just my standard old unit. So to play as the father, and again, these were taken from GameFAQs.com. So a great site for classic cheats. Although if you want to search Japanese cheats, hi Nico. Yeah, I've heard some people give conflicting things about the male female mosquitoes. Or no, actually it's the sound. I think it is supposedly females only drink the blood. There's been some speculation that males make a sound and females don't make a sound, males do, and heard conflicting things on that. Some saying that was true, some saying that was false. So all I know is they're annoying things and I swap them whenever I see them. So,
This is Rena's room. Rena is the daughter of the Yamada family. She went on a school trip today, and she sprayed herself with bug repellent. But that was some time ago, so it's likely to be wearing off in some places. You should suck from those spots. Good luck in finding them.
So yes, we're a Mosquito, but unlike a standard Mosquito, we can cause all sorts of havoc as well in the house.
Move over, Dad. You're too close to me. It's so hot today. Isn't it the time of year to take a family picture? I've been looking forward to it. How about taking a picture of just you and Dad? I don't want to be in it. What are you talking about? Why not? I just don't see why we have to take the same old pictures year after year. We take a picture every year. That's enough of a reason. Back me up here, Kenichi. Why don't neither of you want to be in this picture? It's such a pain.
Let's not bother this year.
It's because of me, isn't it? You don't want to be in the photo with me, do you? Mom! I want nothing to do with this. I'm going to my room.
As I said, I heard conflicting reports on that one. I think some people said they did buzz. Some people said one type didn't buzz. There was an interesting discussion where I think recently they did say they think they both buzzed. So, Although in this game you don't actually have like a whine.
I'm so tired.
But this is the main game. Although we're quite a cutesy looking Mosquito, and the aim is simply to find the spots to drink the blood. However, there are quite a few things we can do on the stage. We don't want to lip sync the thing. No, this was done on the cheap by Eidos, so this is an early PS2 game, so this might even before they started doing lip syncing. Because I worked on a couple of games where they weren't going to lip sync in the past.
I wish there was something
That were
fun
much
to
later
do.
to do this. So it was literally a flying game. Now, you can just go straight in for the objective, or you can go around and collect all the various hidden items. So I'm actually going to show you how much, if you want to do a stage properly, without speed rushing it, you've actually got to collect things like the hearts here. Increase your maximum lives by 1. There we go. So we can fly straight with the R1. We can speed up as well. L1 stops you. We've got night vision mode. And you can also do a 360 turn. You also have the slightly more... You can slightly adjust the way you fly as well with the right stick. Yeah, no, Eidos did the translation in English. I'm well aware. This was one of the many Sony games. So this was actually Sony published. It was developed by Zoom, but I assume it was Sony funded. Sony published both games, but it is actually quite a nice little game. But Eidos' fresh label, I said earlier, was a bit of a weird thing. So it wasn't. It just seemed to be games that they were going to release, but not under their own brand. So it just looked like they were basically releasing games they didn't want to release. This is probably quite better than quite a few games Eidos did release. That fresh label. I think there's only about 2 games under that fresh label. It's only this and Maestro Master. Hi Cher, thanks for joining the stream tonight. We have a blood-suckingly intriguing game. So now there's actually extra things you need to do. If I want to get to the second and the harder difficulty, I need to collect all these EX tanks and fill them with blood as I go. The sequel has a lot more content than this, but sadly the sequel only got released in Japan. Although it's fair to say I don't think the game has that much Japanese in it, so it's probably one of those games well worth looking out for a copy. I need to actually source a copy of the sequel myself. So it's a bit.
I wish there was something fun to do.
I did briefly place the earliest stage earlier, so. Yeah, I've got a flyer for this Mad Maestro. Yeah, no, you're right. Legaia 2 was released under it as well.
I wish there was something fun to do.
Oh, pick the food. There is an EX... I see. So the food tells you where the EX tank is. Behind the videotape. So... Now, I can cause havoc by doing a couple of things. But before I do that, I think I need to grab the last... So... Now, I also need to battle her in order to get... So you've been spotted. She's seen me. And there's a couple of hearts there. This is an utterly bizarre game, I will say.
I wish there was something fun to do.
I'm not sure why it posted the emoji. Hello, that's interesting. You're not sure why? Oh, it automatically posted the emojis. Have you got it set up to say the emojis? No worries. I've actually got... There's actually a couple of versions of Mad Maestro. There's Mad Maestro. There is Let's Maestro, which I think is the sequel. And there's also the Christmas edition of Maestro, which we have. Which is like Bravo. Something like Maestro Christmas. So we've actually got that. I'd really like to cover that, but because it's got classical music, although I need to play Mad Maestro because I couldn't figure out what I was doing with it when I tried it a little while back. But that is really... I says, those wave symbols is quite hard. Aha. 2 cheekbones.
I don't know what to do.
Hi, 2 cheekbones. Thanks for joining the stream. Were you the one that suggested Mr. Mosquito? 2 cheekbones. I know someone suggested it, so I thought I'd do it. Although, as always, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button. It does help in the rankings. So I now need to... So I've got... Did I get the one on the chair? There's one on the chair. There's a couple on the bed as well I need to grab. So I need to get Ryuka to move the daughter, and I'm going to do that by causing some havoc by turning off the light. I do like the way it's got like a targeting system.
What?
Oh. Yeah, someone did request Neo Contra as well, but I don't think they turned up for the stream or was silent if they were.
Why? Why?
Yep, so I'm going to grab the heart as well. She's going to get slightly angry, and I'm actually going to battle her in a sec, because if she sees me enough times, she'll start a fight. But if you win the fight, you actually get some bonuses, so I'm just... Okay, there she's going back to it. I assume you can get swatted if you... You turned off the light. Yep. So she's seen me.
Had enough.
Attack all the relax points now. If I beat her quick,
Who do you think you are?
Relax points. You have a time limit to win the fight, and if you win the fight quickly, there we go. So I think I'm good. I think I've got pretty much everything now. I'm good to suck her blood. Do do do. Look out! Look out! Oh, she's rolled over. Yeah, I did see a few other people had actually streamed the first and the second game, but I thought I'd do it and show you the full stuff of all the collectibles in it. As I said, if you get all the EX tanks and fill them up with blood, you actually get to the second year, so... She keeps rolling over. Do I need to agitate her? Yeah, I think I need to agitate her again. Yeah, I saw a few other streams, and there's probably going to be one bit where I might get the Mr. Maestro, Mr. Mosquito banner out. There's the infamous bath stage, which the second game also had bath and shower stages. I was like,
Why? Why?
I think you have to make her slightly agitated to drink her blood, basically. There are traps in the later stages, and if you fail the battle, or if you mess up sucking the blood, you can literally get swatted in an instant. Okay, so we're good to go. There we go. So I've got to press R to pierce the skin, and then I've got to... Yeah, the camera angle's definitely a bit... not ideal. Now I've got to drink I have to fill up the EX capsule as well if I want the best outcome, so... But the tricky thing is once you... I've got to stay in the blue area. As mentioned, sucking blood gets harder. He also gets substantially fatter, so come on, yeah, let's do the extra one. I need to get this extra one if I want to get to the second half of the game, basically. Oh yes, this extra one's actually a bit harder. Okay, we're good to go.
How was it the first time? I hope you enjoyed your first blood suck.
What?
Yes, if I had not kept the circle, basically that blue, so I had to keep the circle in the blue bar. If I failed to do so, I would have got instantly squatted by the girl. So literally, if you mess up sucking the blood incorrectly, you will be instant killed. In battle, you have heart damage, but in this, if you mess up, you will get instantly killed. Who got a couple on stream tonight, so that's quite cool. Thanks for everyone to join us. I'm just actually going to put away the Japanese cheat sites that I brought up earlier, so... But yeah, you do have to be careful. If you mess up, you will get... So I've done the first stage, so I can change. So I've got the white one. I can change into the weird version of the mum and the weird version of the dad. There isn't one for the daughter, I don't think. Let's change colour for the next day. Hi, Karak TV. Thanks for joining the stream. It's been a little while since we've seen you on the stream, but thanks for joining as always. Yes, if you mess up the blood sucking, you will instantly be killed instantly, so I do need to be careful.
This is the Yamada's storeroom. Rina's mother, Kaneo, is looking for their family albums. The storeroom is full of toxic clothing insecticide. Try to avoid the toxic air as you fly around.
So I think we actually have a hazard in this room as we explore.
Ow, I feel so itchy. That's odd, because I had some bug repellent on.
Rub some aloe vera on it.
No way, it makes me feel sick.
Don't be so silly, aloe works. Where were you bitten? It wasn't here, was it?
I don't know. But if there's a mosquito here, you'll be next.
You must be kidding.
What?
That's right. I've been looking for something.
What are you looking for?
Yes, as I say, in the second game, the Yamada family still have the trouble of Mr. Mosquito flying around. Although they actually go to Hawaii in the... I've just got bug repellent on this stage.
Let's see. Did I throw it away? Over here?
The game's too...
The good old days.
You found it quite tricky, Ring of Red. Did you see how many EX tanks it said they're in on this stage? We're going to see. So I will say I did play it a little bit earlier, so I knew where the stuff was in the first room. This one I've obviously got a bit more careful, so there's obviously bonuses around, but I need to find them without running off the gas clouds. I'm guessing that's going to hurt my...
This isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, we've got a heart on that statue. Oh, and we've got mini hearts.
Let's see. Did I throw it away? Over here? Kenichi was so young. Ah, those were the days.
It's definitely quite interesting the way they've done the house. It does feel... Oh, I've got something I can interact with. Ouch, yeah. There's like... there's a few games where the stages are... That reminds me a bit of when we were streaming Thingy the other night and the stages were so... Pursuit Force, and the stages were longer than I felt they should have been.
Kenichi was so young.
And yeah, I know what you mean about the bald guy with the comb over. It seems to be like sort of makes them look very unflattering and insulting. So I'm guessing there might
those were the days.
Be some things up here. Yep, we got more hearts. Yeah, I was looking at... I might have a go on Ring of Red. I have a feeling it's partly power optimized, so I won't be able to force it into 60 Hz. I think it might be the worst kind of power optimization. Because I remember checking videos of Ring of Red and it looked like it's screen opt but not speed op, which is always the worst type. Just seeing if there's any hearts in near the ceiling or the light bulb. Could you see anything pink in the distance? Shout out. So we can bite the mother on the back of the leg.
Ah, those. Somebody come!
So time limit 52 seconds. Can I beat the mother in the... Congratulations, you got another colour. So, where?
This isn't it. Oh dear. Somebody come!
Another spotted me again. I got here in the same places. Yeah.
See?
Like I said, battles aren't probably the most hardest thing in this. Can I go inside the boxes? Hello, X Gaming 765. Thanks for joining the stream again. I do hope you enjoy it. This is Mr. Mosquito, a very crazy PlayStation 2 game. Ah, there we go.
This isn't it.
Did anyone see how many EX tanks were on this stage? Just out of interest, is just the one? I will probably grab a guide in a second just to see. Yeah, it's one of those weird ones where they've optimized the screen ratio but not the game speed, I think, with Ring of Red, because it's if you stretch it into 60 hertz, or if you have 50 hertz, it's basically full screen. So definitely one where the US version's probably the best.
This isn't it.
I've got to avoid that purple repellent. Oh, there's another heart there. Yes. And by the way, after Neo Contra yesterday, I did learn that the control system of Neo Contra is basically taken from Contra Shattered Soldiers, the previous game, so...
This isn't it. The good old days.
I must admit, the pickup hearts, yeah, they're really small to see.
This isn't it.
I don't think the hearts actually do anything.
Kenichi was so young. This isn't it. The good old days.
Guessing that's the food. Turn off the light in this one? I don't think we can interact. We don't seem to interact with much, even though...
Kenichi was so young.
But you've got to keep the circle on the left in the blue area. If I don't... And you'll notice it's moving down as well.
You look so young.
Oh, I've got 2 extra tanks to fill. Oh, it's just the one. Gotta keep it up, gotta keep it up, gotta keep in the blue area. If I...
Remember, always try to keep things tidy.
At last.
Yeah, I've actually already had a look, and I think it was when I checked, the speed of the power version was just slightly slower. Cheers, guys. Just to remind everyone, if you're enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button. Very much appreciated. I'm only seeing 1 like at present. I know we've got quite a few people on stream, so if you're enjoying it and you like it, please do hit that like button. Very much appreciated. Okay, so that is the... We've got the green one now. Stick with the green one. File for item recovery rate 14.6. Okay, I missed a few bits. I should have grabbed the hearts. Just save. It's certainly a very odd and wacky game. Yeah, I don't think they redid the music either. I think it actually is a very... There's not much of a soundtrack at all in this one. It's more sort of an atmospheric thing. I know the Japanese sequel definitely needs a lot more music. I think this game was an early PS2 game, so I think it was one where they did it quite quickly as well.
This is the living room. Kenichi, the mainstay of the Yamada family, is watching TV. Having been warned of the mosquito by his wife and daughter, Kenichi has sprayed bug repellent. He has also told his family to cover themselves in bug repellent. Don't worry, though. Based on your actions, you will have plenty of chances to suck his blood.
I want to suck his blood. Ha ha ha.
I finally found those old pictures. I've been looking for them all day.
You got them out again? You like doing that, don't you? You've got an insect bite, Mom. Look, it's swollen.
Oh dear.
Rub some aloe on it.
Hate it.
I can't believe it. That's so unfair. You have to rub some aloe on it. Honestly.
All right then. The next time you come home late, I won't say a word about it to your father.
Really?
No worries, Nike. I did notice some slightly odd spelling to the weird remote keyboard. It's a slightly awkward dialogue between the parents and the child, although it is kind of slightly reminiscent of what actually goes on. The voice acting isn't great, mind. Suck 3 litres of blood. There's 1. So I need 1 EX tank.
I need some excitement.
Let's start with a sweep of the floor to begin with. See what we can find. That was nice they've done a little TV advert, although it seems to loop pretty quickly. Looks like he's watching the weather, actually. I mean, I quite like this because I know when in my room, if I get bugs, sometimes they can hide behind things and you can't get to them.
I
And,
need some excitement.
this is very reminiscent of being able to. It's quite fun to be able to do that. Quite a lot of things I can hit in this one.
This is a day. I need some excitement.
Another way to hit things in the house just to cause trouble. Only seems to take damage in battle. Ah, he's sitting on a heart.
What? Ah.
You've been spotted.
You nuisance!
Do battle with.
Hey, come here!
50 seconds.
Yodelay ho! Which? Bliss! You little beast! You little pest!
Okay, he's got me the once. Target in sight. Bum bum bum. Relax.
Bliss!
So where's the third point we got hit?
You pest! Oh, I feel great! This is a day. I'm bored.
So it does tell you the max item percentage rate for every stage, so I know I'm a few down.
That's strange. This is a day. I'm bored.
I feel like making Star Wars quotes like, oh, go tide below. The controls are actually quite good for the flight sim stuff. It's actually quite good fun. I'm going to fly to the top here. I should just say, guys, this will be the last week I do full streams, so I'll probably do a few Saturn games. I might do one or two Saturn bits. I'm not going to do too much next week because I need to do a load of videos in preparation because we will be taking a Christmas break, so I'll basically have a preset number of videos popping up on the channel over the Christmas period. But other than that, that'll be it.
I'm bored.
And then I might not start streaming again till about February, so... Or I might do something like I'll stream every night we don't get a video. I've got a few things where I'm going to be working on. So I ideally want to get them done over the next year. I'm a bit behind on a few things I should have got out this year, so... But thank you. As always, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to Randomised Gaming. So I think that's all the interactivity. So we know there's an EX tank somewhere, but we've got to find it.
This is a day.
Is it in the bin? Oh, there's something down there as well, I can see. And I've got to beat the dad as well to get the colour.
I'm bored.
I can't get behind the shelf.
This is a day.
So I'm guessing it's near the piano what I'm looking for. I also need to whack the father. Again, I'm slightly annoyed. We could turn the light switch off in the daughter's room. Why can't we do it in all the other rooms just to create havoc? Something under the stool. Go under and around.
This is a day. I'm bored.
And we can get back behind the settee. Is there anything below? Now we can go below the table, and we've got a heart piece there. And there we go. Okay, so they give us I've got to get 50 of them and I get an extra heart. That's quite nice. I think I've missed out a few, but I'll come back and play this another day.
This is a day. I need some excitement.
Just turn the music up a bit so you can hear it a bit more. This stage actually got some quite good music playing in the background to drum up some suspense. So, the EX tank, as far as I can tell, the only place the EX tank can be is around here. Ah, and this is above the fan.
I need some excitement.
You need some excitement, do you, bub? Where's the EX tank? Ah, there's the EX tank.
I need some excitement.
Okay, let's get his attention. All wings report in.
You little pest! Oh. Hey, come here! Hey. Yodel-hee-ho! Which?
Oh, come on. Don't have to start another fight with him. That back leg is a bit of a pain to get.
This.
Also, I do love the originality Zoom came up. The concept of this is genius because it's just something you've not seen before. It's basically, I describe it as a variant on a sort of flight simulator with an interesting twist when you're playing as an insect.
Bliss. Remember.
So I think I've got to agitate him again. I want to try and get that additional
I
colour.
was just watching that.
So we'll just aggravate him again.
You nuisance. Oh. Hey, come here.
This prototype Shadow of the Colossus, yeah, it probably is of him in some way. There we go, congratulations, you've got another colour, so we've got him.
Oh, I feel great.
So now I think we can actually drink Baldy's drink from the top of his head.
I'm bored.
Yes, it's definitely balding with a comb over, which isn't too flattering. Although, to be honest, most of us end up bald at old age. Okay, here goes. I've got 4 to do this time round. If it starts to flash red, if I don't get it right, I need to be... He will try and instantly swap me, and if I fail, he will instantly take me out, so... It's not dissimilar to Shadow of the Colossus. In fact, you've got the target points, the same sort of thing. Yeah, that blue thing's actually moving down. and up depending on the way. There seems to be certain directions of travel. But if I don't keep that left on the left, so basically the left bar, one is the blood drinking, the left bar I have to keep within the blue glowing area with this white circle. If I don't keep the white circle in the blue glowing area, I'm in a spot of bother. Oh!
Good luck.
Did I make a mistake there? I couldn't be quite sure.
This is a day. I need some excitement.
Okay, this is annoying. Okay, that tells me I probably need to do it twice, and then I'm not going to bother collecting the... I've got the EX tank. It's a bit irritating. Yeah, this is quite... House creating chaos. Yes, I think I remember that sort of pink.
This is a day.
Spotless to
I'm
me. Yeah,
bored.
Okay, what I'm going to do is drink. I need to refight him and everything. I think he just occasionally slaps his head. I think I should basically drink twice from his head, and then take a break. The problem is you can't break on the bonus one, so you have to do at least one and the bonus one together. Just a brutal swipe. But I still think this is pretty cheap to pick up if anyone likes this enough to actually warrant to picking up a copy. It's definitely a very unique game. As I said, they got a sequel called Mosquito 2 Hawaii, and to be honest, it's even though it was Japan only, it's still pretty easy to play. There's not a huge amount of Japanese text. The gameplay is very straightforward. There's just two families you get to suck the blood off. Although I always want to do like the classic count from Sesame Street. I want to drink your blood. I want to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The count.
I'm bored.
1 PS2 game, 2 PS. Shame they don't. They used to show Sesame Street on Channel 4 in the UK. They haven't for years though. It used to be a really quite a... Or Sesame Street used to always be on a set time. Now they never show it, which is a shame because it's quite a good kids learning thing. I know it was American, but it was still great for sort of British kids because of all the educational stuff in it. Yeah, so it's back. I am doing that classic, back in my day everything was...
This is a day. I'm bored.
It's annoying the fact I've lost my heart, so... I assume basically it saves your progress in item collection so you can then go back and recollect it. You can do a stage and
This is a day. I need some excitement.
let's start annoying him.
That's strange.
Yes, I did. Was it 7 years ago now we did 18-wheeler? Yes. We did do a playthrough of 18-wheeler. We've done the sequel to 18-wheeler Pro Trucker as well. If you look, I covered it a couple of years back. So we could actually, in theory, cover the PS2 version in one of the streams at some point, or do another video. The PS2 version is actually quite a different game to the arcade version, but there is a video on the second 18-wheeler game, the actual arcade version, which is King of Route 66, which is the sequel to 18-wheeler. Probably should actually do a full playthrough and unlock everything, because I haven't actually unlocked everything in 18-wheeler All American Pro Trucker. It is actually a very good, fun but short game. And King of Route 66 was its follow-up. Although the PS2 version of King of Route 66 is very different to the arcade version.
You nuisance! Oh. I'm boiling with rage! Ha!
Yeah, I mean, I think my one gripe with 18-wheeler is it probably needed more content in terms of single player, but the content itself was fantastic. And you don't get many games where you get to drive an 18-wheeler truck. Okay, best time 34. Does that mean I don't need to re-unlock the colour then? Also, the timing's purely more luck than anything.
You little fox!
Okay, I must save. So it must save the. It looks like he's moved his hands. I'm gonna.
This is a day. I need some excitement. Get lost!
Oh, he's back in battle mode. Now, interestingly, you do have to defeat them in battle mode, so there's not much you can't not fight them. If you basically, they will continue to chase you till you relax them. So. Can I beat my best time?
Bliss! Oh, I feel great!
I think he just occasionally slaps his head because you sometimes get that sound effect. So I'm just going to literally wait till I hear that head slap sound effect, and then I'm going to go in again.
I need some excitement.
Yeah, that's what he does. He sometimes slaps his head just aimlessly. Yeah, there are a couple of bonus trucks. There are quite a few hidden characters in 18-wheeler. I haven't actually unlocked them. Off.
Good luck.
Just that. Yeah, you have to. I think if you don't stay dead center, he's going to scot it right. Screw all the power ups. This is irritating, actually. I'm just going to go for the additional. Grab the EX tank and see if I can do it without. Unless he has set intervals. I wonder if that strike always comes at the same point of blood drinking. This what I mean by instant. It's literally instant death.
I need some excitement.
Yes, thank you, X Gaming. Let's see if I can do it this time. I'm not going to grab all the hearts this time. I'm just going to grab a couple, the obvious ones. So close, yet so far, as we say.
I need some excitement.
Strangely, you aren't actually hurt by crashing into stuff, because obviously they realised the flight controls weren't perfect.
I need some excitement.
It reminds you of your headmaster, really. Yeah, no, I can't say I had a teacher quite like him, but I know what you mean. You kind of see that type of person around, so it's quite funny. Right, I'm not going to bother with any of the more collectibles. I'm just going to go in for the blood suck. Basically, I have to rotate R3. If I do this, I have no reason why it's different from the previous times. Oh!
Good luck.
I just instant takedown there as well. Oh, that's so annoying, guys. So annoying. Yeah, it's quite unexpected. I'm just like, oh. I think I've basically got to keep it dead center, or
That's
something.
strange.
Especially seeing as it was so close. So. Right, here goes. I think it's because I was too high up. I think he makes that so he makes it. Okay. Yeah, when he sometimes makes that, so he makes that,
This is it.
and sometimes he makes it,
I need some excitement. Get lost!
I think he makes two sounds. One indicates he's having a successful blood drink, and one
I'm
indicates.
going with rage. This.
Yes, I hope you're enjoying this stream too, Chicken Bone. It's definitely an interesting game.
You best! You best! You best! You best!
Oh, we just got hit there. It is quite easy if I don't go for the sequence, but it's worth actually showing all the sequence stuff because there is quite a lot of replayability with this one. Although it's not the biggest game, when you actually do all the collectibles. And it's quite crazy to see the dad jump up and down and do some wacky things. It sounds like he's going yodelay-ho.
Oh, I feel great. This is a day. I need some excitement.
Come on, how can you see me when I'm like... Oh, I wonder if I'm making too much noise. Just gonna drink his blood this time, come on. I want that 4th blood capsule. I think I've got to keep it in the centre. Problem is, once I get to the extra capsule, if I disengage from him, then Mission's instantly over.
Good luck.
You can tell when he's actually going to do it now because his animation stops. But if I pull back, I don't think I'll get the EX one. I'll have to try. Yeah, sometimes his animation freezes. Okay, if I look for the freezing animation. Right, so yeah, I can spot the... There's twice now I've seen the animation for. Is he going to hit? The beginning's become slightly rage-inducing, but I'm guessing I have to disengage. I'm guessing you cannot get... I think he's going to try and swat you if you've got the EX tank.
This is a day. I need some excitement.
I'm going to grab everything this time. Get one last shot. You missed out on... Yeah, I mean, I don't know how expensive this is to find. I thought this would still be quite cheap. It's definitely worth a pickup. The sequel's Japanese only, so if you want the sequel, you'll have to import it from Japan. But I think they're both fairly user-friendly. The sequel's a lot more content than the original. That I did notice, as you have two families to pester in the second game. And they were both in Japan, because of course this is actually a Sony franchise. There's another Sony franchise, a quirky Sony franchise, but they didn't release it in the West. They had Eidos publish it. You can finish these missions really, really quickly if you want, just going to the Bloodsuck, but then you're missing out on the items, the upgrades, and the second year. Basically, you won't get to the second... I think you won't even get the true ending if you don't do the second year. Although I think the second year takes place on the same stages, so... But it's apparently much harder.
I'm bored. This is a day. I'm bored.
Well, I must admit, it's getting slightly aggravating every time we fail. It's definitely one game that's slightly aggravating. I will definitely be doing a shorter stream tonight, so I think this is going to be the last stage I do.
This is a day. I'm bored.
Ah, he does just slap his head. Okay, so he does just slap his head at set points. So I've just got to watch that. I can disengage if I need to. You've got to watch him and his animation. So he puts. So he'll do a lock animation. There
You're really getting the hang of this.
Okay, that's
Keep it up.
irritating. So he went into the lock animation and I could see. But it's really hard to get that extra tank of blood in this one as once he goes into the lock animation. If you mess it up, basically he'll I noticed he freezes, so I'm gonna have to replay that stage. But yeah, that's slightly irritating. You seem to have a freeze and you've basically got to jump at that point. But the problem is on the EX tank, if you leave, because once you've done the main things, if you try and leave on the EX tank, you won't get the and he's also got hearts in his eyes. Challenge of only hard mode. I'm not too. If I do streams, I do them for fun, so I won't be doing sort of hard mode only challenges. But I will definitely have a look at doing 18-wheeler at some point on the Dreamcast. We could always do it on the PS2 at the minute. The Dreamcast not set up, so we haven't actually had that out in a while, so I can't actually stream that at present. But I will definitely look at stream. I can always stream Route 66 18-wheeler sequel, so I think you'd probably all enjoy that one if I streamed the sequel to 18-wheeler. Right, guys, I'm actually going to finish the stream tonight early as I've overrun on the last couple of streams. They've gone on a bit, so I'm going to wrap it up here rather than do another stage. So thank you all for watching. This has been Mr. Mosquito on the PlayStation 2. A slightly crazy off-the-beat game about a little mosquito that drinks blood. But yes, thank you very much everyone who's been on stream. It's been a enjoyable little game. Yeah, that last one, trying to drink the blood on that final one's obviously a bit tricky. So, but yeah, I was coming up to, we'll be 1 hour 40, so I'm going to wrap it up here. So thanks very much, guys. It's been a crazy little game. Said it's stream now. That's problem. I've overrun on the previous streams. I suspect 8-bit SNK Boy might not appear till after I've done the stream. So, but I'm going to wrap it up here now, unfortunately, because I need a break. But yeah, I will look at doing perhaps not. If we haven't got the Dreamcast set up, if I got the Dreamcast set up, I will consider doing an 18-wheeler stream at some point. If not, I will probably do Route of King 66. That's cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It's been a pleasure as always, guys. Just to remind you, please do hit that like button if you enjoyed this stream. Very much appreciated. I'm going to finish it here now. But yes, I've been your host of this randomised gaming stream, Random Gamer Riven. This has been Mr. Mosquito, which was released on the PlayStation 2 in 2002, and as I said, it's released. It was called Mosquito in Japan. It's called Mr. Mosquito in American, Mr. spelled M-I-S-T-E-R, and then in Europe it's called Mr. Mosquito. They emphasise K-E-E-T in the Mr. So they changed the name in all three regions slightly, but that's so cool. Glad you enjoyed this stream. We have drunk each member of the family's blood at least once. And we'll be back. I will definitely try and cover more of this in the future. I know there's a few people who have done a full playthrough of this at some point, so I will probably look at doing a full playthrough at some point of games like this, trying to unlock everything. But yeah, I wasn't expecting that third stage to be so tricky when trying to get that EX capsule. It proved to be quite troublesome. But thank you all, everyone. I've been your host of this stream, Random Gamer Riven. I will wish you a good night, a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. And I will see you all in tomorrow's stream. Have a good night, everyone.